afternoon. Welcome to this friendly exchanging of opinions, our class debate. Before we start, let us have a review of our previous lesson. What was our lesson last week, Michael?
Our previous lesson last week was about the population.
Okay, very good. That was about population. What is population? Yes, Micaela.
Population, a total number of inhabitants in an area.
Thank you, Micaela. So population is the total number of inhabitants in a particular area. Now I have here pictures. What is shown in the picture? Francis.
In a picture shown, the group of the family.
Okay, the picture shows a family. Who can describe or compare the two pictures? Michael.
The picture on the left is a small family. The picture on the right is a big family.
Okay, so this picture shows a small family. This picture shows a big family. When can we say that a certain family is a small family? How many number of children are there in a small family? Sophie.
2.
Okay, how about the big family? How many number of children in this picture? Angel. There are 7 children. How does the number of individuals in a certain family affect our population? Ronald.
A small family decreases the population and a big family increases the population.
So if a certain place consists of small families only, the population is small. If the certain place consists of big families, naturally the population is also big. This afternoon, we are going to witness a debate on the topic, small family is better than big family. But before we start the debate, who among you here is in favor of small family? How about big family? Okay, some of you are in favor with small family and others big family. Each team will present their arguments on our topic, small family is better than big family. Before we start, allow me to read the following rules. Rule number 1, minimize the noise. This means that no clapping of hands after each speaker presented their arguments. Each speaker will be given a minimum of 3 minutes to give their points. The flow of the speaker is as follows. First speaker will come from the proposition team. Then it will be followed by an interpolation by the first speaker of the opposition team before giving her constructive speech. Same flow will be followed by the second and the third speakers. After all the speakers have given their arguments, rebuttal will follow. Speaker from the opposition team will give their final rebuttal first, followed by the speaker from the proposition team. To facilitate the flow of our debate, may I introduce to you our chairperson, Ms. Dean Humandos. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I am Dean G. Homandas and I am your chairperson for today's debate. I am honored to present to you the speakers of both sides. In my right, the proposition team, we have Martinel Silungay, Princess Pauline Ariza, and Alicia Zandra Pasaylo. In my left, the opposition team, we have J.P. Jacob, Ina D. Andales, and Nicolas P. Pasado. I am also honored to present to you our honorable judges. Our first judge is a Master Teacher 1 and the Grade 5 advisor. She is also our science coordinator. Please welcome Ma'am Pinky Similana. Our next judge is also a Master Teacher 1, Grade 4 advisor and SPG advisor. Please welcome Ma'am Shoni P. Maldongso. Our third judge is a Master Teacher 1 and our School Planning Coordinator. Please welcome Ma'am Concepcion E. Martel. Thank you, judges, for this. Let's now call on the first speaker of the proposition team, Martinel Silungay.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. Family is the basic unit of our society. It is the first training ground of children to the development of their whole personality. It is where we learn and feel the first care, love, and attention. It is the first place where we feel safe and secure. We, in the affirmative side, strongly believe that a small family is better than big family. In a small family, each child receives more one-on-one time from his parents. The son or daughter can have a lot of love and good affection from their parents. Parents can give more time in guiding and monitoring their children's activities and progress, especially in school. Children in a smaller family receive more attention of higher quality from their parents, resulting higher achievement. Studies have shown that children with one or no siblings perform better in education. Countless psychological and sociological studies have consistently confirmed that in large families, parents do not have the physical resources to supervise their children. They are clearly unable to devote the necessary time to a large number of children. There is evidently little parental interaction with children in large family environment. In the large family environment, it is commonplace for the children to be left supervised and to their own devices. Many children who have the early lack of love easily become offenders when they grow up. The smaller any organizational unit is, less noise is introduced into the system. For example, a family of 3, father, mother, and child, benefits everyone involved by providing enough undivided attention for the child while reducing the stress of the parents toward the care of the child. In larger families, everyone suffers because of attention, affection, and day-to-day resources become increasingly divided. This may lead to stress and resentment. A smaller family means that family members are closer. Parents are more relaxed because there is less chance of conflicts and rivalries.
Now, let us have the interpolation of the first speaker of the opposition team.
You said that parents of small families have more one-on-one time with their children. What can you say of the parents who hire nannies for their only child because they are working? Do you think they give enough attention to their children?
Yes.
How can you say that when in fact it is the nanny who is there to take care of the child the whole day and even at night? Where is the attention that you said?
The parent can take care of the child after work.
After work, parents are very tired. Do you really believe that they can still give time for children?
Yes, as parents, they always give time for their children even though they are very tired.
You mean all parents?
Yes.
And that includes the parents of big families?
Yes.
Let us now call in the first speaker of the opposition team, JT Jama.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. We, in the opposition team, strongly disagree that a small family is better than a big family. Yes, it is true that a big family means more numbers of heads living in a house. It is not a problem, but an advantage. More heads mean more hands to help and do the house chores. Big family can accomplish any household chore faster than a smaller one. Work becomes lighter as it is divided among the family members. Each child has to pitch in to keep the house and the family running. Chores get assigned and everyone works together to get things accomplished. In this way, kids learn how to clean, how to organize, and how to take care of their own belongings. This promotes teamwork, unity, and cooperation. Older children in a big family learn more responsibility earlier in life. According to educator consultant James Stenson, children from big families are genuinely needed at home through their chores and their handling of responsibilities around the house. They contribute to family's welfare. They grow in self-knowledge, self-confidence, and self-reliance. They also grow up to be a responsible person because at an early age, they can help take care of their siblings. Having many siblings increases a child's ability to make friends, show empathy, and accept responsibility since there is someone to play with. So big family is better than small family.
Now let us have the interpolation of the first speaker of the proposition team.
You said that children in big families at an early age help take care of their siblings. Are you saying that they cannot go out and enjoy their childhood?
No, they will still enjoy their childhood while helping take care of their siblings. That's an advantage of having many siblings. You have regular playmates at home.
Have you heard of instances that there are some children who are absent in school because he is taking care of other siblings?
No.
Let us now call in the second speaker of the proposition team, Princess Pauline Ariza.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. Staying as a small family is much more beneficial when it comes to money. Each head in our family has a cost. The size of the family usually determines the financial health. If you have a huge family, your expenses are naturally going to rise and things will be harder for you if you cannot handle that kind of load. The smaller the group, the less money it takes to keep the group going. The more children are added in the family, the more expenses rise. Fewer children means the family budget is more likely to leave room for some extras, like holidays or separate bedrooms for each child, giving room for privacy. We all know how stressful life can get without sufficient funds in hands. Larger family would involve more cost on food, clothing, education, and other expenses. A small family would mean that expenses are lower than big family. Also, the quality and quantity of foods served on the table can take a hit if you have a large family. If parents can provide right quality and amount of food to their children, this will result to malnutrition. Fewer people to eat means more food to eat or share among the family members. We, Filipinos, value much on education. Parents strive hard, others even went abroad to give their children a better life and send them to school. Another advantage of a small family is that parents can support each child a good education. In our country, there are lots of parents who bear so many children even if they couldn't feed them at all. Because of poverty and starvation, older brothers and sisters must leave school early to earn money and let their younger brothers and sisters have a chance to study. With one or two children, the parents are able to afford for them to study at better schools. Parents of a small family also have enough time to help their children in doing schoolwork. For example, solving difficult mathematics problems, so the children can get better performance in school. More educational and sports opportunities, as it is easier and cheaper to have one or two children in activities.
Now, let us have the interpolation of the second speaker of the opposition team.
You mentioned that parents in small family have enough time to help their children in doing schoolworks. Do you agree that children who always ask help from their parents become dependent?
No.
Do you agree that children who did their schoolworks alone are independent?
Yes.
Can we engage in sport activities without spending money?
Yes.
So, you agree that big families don't need extra money to engage in sport activities?
Yes.
Let us now call on the second speaker of the opposition team, Ina Diandales.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. The more, the merrier. Sport opportunities do not always require money. In big families, you don't need to spend extra budget for you to have someone to play with. Family activities such as outdoor games are more fun in a larger family. Children learn from each other and have someone to play with in a regular basis. Small family tends to be boring. Children in small families always look forward to having someone to play with. In times of troubles or problems, you have many siblings who can be of help, and siblings of larger family tend to take care of each other. It's nice to know that someone always has your back. Even though kids in big family fight with each other, but they are ready and willing to defend a sibling or comfort each other after a hard day. You always have someone to run to when someone teases you. In a small family, no one will look after you when you were sick and your parents are working. Children of big families learn to support each other and learn the value of sharing.
Now, let us have the interpolation of the second speaker of the proposition team.
You mentioned that in big families, children fight with each other. Do you think this is an advantage of having a big family?
No, but we emphasize here that children are ready and willing to defend a sibling or comfort each other. Even if they fight each other, children in big families learn to support each other.
Let us now call in the third speaker of the proposition team, Alicia Zandra Pasaylo.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. Small family helps every country in controlling the growth of population. The Earth's population increased rapidly every year. Together with the population explosions, we are facing many problems such as pollution, health service, and education. Overpopulation leads a diminished quality of human life. Small family helps decreasing the rate of population growth and increasing quality of life.
Now, let us have the interpolation of the third speaker of the opposition team.
You mentioned that small family means increasing the quality of life. Do you think big families cannot have quality of life? Why?
Yes, because big families have no enough money to provide the needs of the family. Parents and children have no time for family bonding because they're very busy looking for money to suffice the needs of the family, and elder children taking care of their younger siblings.
Thank you, Ms. Chairperson. Our team strongly believes that having big family is better than small family. Parents in small families sometimes are overprotective, not letting their child explore or play at times. Being an only child is often associated with egoism and less developed social skills. A child doesn't know how to share and can become spoiled brat and less responsible. Another, if you have lots of siblings in the family, taking care of all parents would not be difficult. When parents get old, there are many children who can look after them. They won't be alone in the remaining days of their lives. They will be happier because of lots of grandchildren surrounding. So we firmly believe that big family is better than small family.
Now, let us have the interpretation of the third speaker of the proposition team.
What for you is an overprotective parent?
Overprotective parents are those parents who want to protect their children from harm, hurt, and pain. They prevent their children from trying new activities which they believe can cause harm or injury. Thus, they deprive their children to develop socially.
Do you know that children at a very young age still need guidance?
Yes.
So it's just right for parents to be overprotective to keep their children from harm and danger.
Yes, but not to the extent that they don't allow their children to explore and discover new things.
Let us have the rebuttal speech of the opposition team.
It is true that in a small family, children receive more one-on-one attention from their parents. They have more individual time for one another. However, parents tend to become overprotective and children become reluctant to be without their parents. And children, according to Dr. David Pimentel, the children of overprotected, rigid parents fail to systematically learn from their mistakes and therefore fail to become independent. When these dependent adults attempt new tasks, they tend to fail because they do not develop the fundamental skills as children. This lack of competency leads to feeling of poor self-esteem, lack of self-confidence, and increase of dependency. Pimentel notes that in some cases, the children of overprotective strict parents display an inability to manage even daily stressors, have poor time management skills, lack of creativity, and fail to enjoy new experiences. On the other hand, children of big families learn to become independent at an early age. Therefore, big family is better than a small family.
Let us have the rebuttal speech of the proposition team.
Our opponent in the opposition team stressed that in a big family, children learn to be more responsible at an early age. Yes, it's true that through helping their parents, taking care of their siblings, and doing the household chores, it developed the children to learn responsibility and time management skills. However, they have poor parental supervision and parent-child relationship and low parental involvement. According to the study of Lipsy and Gleason, these factors lead to juvenile delinquency, which is more prevalent in large families. Many times, children from large families become involved in delinquent activities in order to receive the attention that they do not give in the home environment. Many girls from large families, because they did not receive sufficient parental attention, fall for anyone who would give them the attention they need. Oftentimes, such attention, especially if it is from a male, is not positive. If children do not receive adult attention at home, they will seek it elsewhere, and that attention can be quite negative with dire consequences. Therefore, a small family is better than big family.
We have heard both teams. It's now up to the judges to give the verdict. Thank you and good afternoon.
Okay, a round of applause for our speakers. Thank you so much, kids, for that friendly debate. Now, may I ask the audience on what have you learned from the debate? Yes, Sophie.
I learned that a small family is one little cost of money, but a big family is a lot of cost.
Okay, thank you, Sophie. Any other insights from the debate? Yes, Micaela.
I learned that a small family is more beneficial when it comes to money.
How about big families? Any insights? Okay, may I call on Ma'am Pinky Minglana to give comments and suggestions? A round of applause, please.
Hello everyone, good evening. Family. Small family is better than big family. We all come from a family as the basic institution of every community and the nation as a whole. We need to know what is in a small family and what is in a big family. The undivided love, the cooperation in every member, the financial needs, which supports best the small or the big family, the love of the parents, how they nurture their children, whether big or small. Now the proposition and the opposition team have their views and opinions well supported with examples. They have expressed their views articulately. So congratulations to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So that ends our debate. To all the speakers, our chairperson, to all the judges, thank you so much for gracing this class debate.